Welcome back to Grace Shut Down. I'm your host, Andy, where sometimes the production quality is, the production value is questionable, but the production quality is always excellent. Here's my thoughts for today. I've come back and we're going to have coffee talk this morning. I've set up my iPad here to essentially, this is like the 4-minute break of getting to chat with you guys, get to say hi in the morning, and get to have a delicious cup of coffee at the same time. Hopefully through this series, I'll take you through the various hotels that I'm at, and we can see the view and hang out and answer questions in the comments below. But since this is the first of them, I don't think that's going to happen. So here's my plan. This is not sponsored by any stretch of the imagination, but the out-in espresso maker is awesome for traveling. If you haven't seen it, let me get it all set up here. How this thing works is it takes the Nespresso capsules any espresso capsule goes into the bottom chamber. I suppose I probably could have had this set up, and most likely in future videos I will, but you can kind of see how I actually make my coffee in the morning in the hotel room. Make sure that's tight. I like to pour my water into the machine first, and then pour my water into my coffee mug. And I can never remember the instructions as far as the different mode options on this thing, so I left the instructions printed, the printed instructions on the side of it. What's unique about this particular unit, and this is taking time out of our session to talk to one another, but is that this actually can heat the water quite cool. Others is simply you have to have a separate water kettle or like a tea kettle to heat your water up to then brew your espresso pod. This one does both, and as you see, it's battery operated and USB-C rechargeable. Quite cool. Alrighty. This takes about 4 minutes to heat up, and it works really well, in my opinion. I'm going to use my handy dandy iPad because I think that's most likely how I'll be able to easily sit down and converse with you, with the audience, with you guys. How are you guys feeling societally? Where are we? For myself, if I'm speaking freely, it's interesting to say the least. I was one that said we deserve everything that's coming to us if we choose to go down this road. And I still firmly believe that we deserve everything that's coming to us. If it's a whole world of gratitude and just openness for everyone, that kind of a thing, I'm all for it. But if it's one where it's selective, where only a few flourish, I'm not for that at all. I think we should live in a society where respect should be our guiding principle. It should be foundational, that we should come from a place of respect for one another. And I think respect, you can't have respect and greed at the same time. The problem is with our infrastructure, our society, it seems that we just don't want to do that. Anyway, that's the negative part of today. Oh, and Tesla not giving me the referral bonus on Cybertruck from our Cybertruck order. The positives, as I'm coming to my coffee being ready. It is a beautiful day outside. My coffee is almost ready. I do have a book to read right now. I am reading Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, book 2. If you want the true story of that, I was never allowed to read the Harry Potter series. So, I was allowed to read book 1, but beyond book 1, my mother had hoped that my interest level in the whole world would kind of give up in that genre, and it did, to her point. The books began to get thicker, and my interest definitely began to grow narrower. Pro tip: if you push that button before, what that means is that the water's heated up. And if you push that button once, you'll stop the auto pour. And then you can just double press it above your drink and pour the shot directly into your beverage of choice. I don't know about yourself, but comment down in the comments down below what kind of a coffee drinker you are. I'm an iced Americano black. Also not a plug, but I love Pete's Coffee, and this is a Pete's Espresso Pod, which something so special about Pete's Coffee. I like to shake my shot into the drink. Best practice, whatever. Best practices be damned on that one. It truly is the best thing about the morning. It's a civilized way to start the day. Much like coffee moments. I think they are a civilized way to... I think coffee moments are civilized ways to start the day with our fellow society and talk about deeper things that are hard to talk about. And I think we should do that. I hope we continue the discussion. I hope you'll comment down below. I hope in the next video I'll answer some of your questions that I see, and we'll further discuss it at large. I'm going to shut down, and we'll see you next time.